Hello. Pardon me. Who's that? That's a really interesting baby, huh? That's awesome. How are you guys doing? You having a good day? Are you thanking God for this beautiful day that He's given us? I hope you're doing something good with it. Hey, I love this. Please sing Baby Baby from Justin Bieber. Awesome. I'll start it out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's it. That's all you're going to get right now. So what made you make that request? I would love to know. Oh, we love Jesus. I'm not gonna dance. How well do you know me? I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. And if you love Jesus, give a thumbs up, okay? Because seriously, He loves you. He absolutely loves you. So where are you guys from? Why don't you type in, let me know where you're from. I want to know. You want to know where I am? I'm in Malibu, California. New Jersey in the house, all right. Hey. North Carolina in the house, all right. India, welcome. Iran, welcome. Oh, it's such a. I wanted to be able to come out and I was led to come and share it with you, and I'm glad that you were here. That's so cool. So oh, how do I pronounce your name? Is it Elnaz? Is that right? I hope I'm right. Which is, you're saying Iranian people start to believe in the Lord. That's beautiful. You know, now's the time. People are starting to wake up, right? And and the strong faith that you have in the Lord is going to really help you with that. You know, you don't want to get caught up and lost. And once you start making it out of this matrix, don't get caught up in another one. So you got to get right with God, and that means getting rid of willful sin in your life, and you know what it is. And the cool thing is that He will hold your hand and He'll help you through it. And there isn't anything that He can't do. So remember that. Okay. Just trust in Him, right? Oh, Madrid! Yay! How are you? Welcome. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Well, that's why we're here, right? We need to make a presence, and that's what the Lord wants. So make sure that you share that love that Jesus gives you. You know, God is so amazing and powerful, and He forgives so much. You know what? You just got to be contrite and really repent. So you know what you've done, and he just wants you to make Him His number one. I mean, your number one. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are relying on a lot of wrong things, and we all have to just kind of let go of distractions and addictions. And there's so many. It's not just drugs and alcohol. It's the internet. It's your phone. It's putting your attention in the wrong place. And we need to put our attention in the right place. And we need to love each other. This whole world is trying to divide us and keep us from loving God and loving each other. Those are the things that were preached, and those are the most important things that we carry with us. So you guys have to be strong and remember that. And I'm really glad you guys are here and sharing in that. So are you guys doing anything to spread the good news? Are you doing anything? Are you making that presence known? Eh, are you think, can Iranian gay people also love God? Everybody can love God. Jesus loves everybody, absolutely everyone. You know, I don't. I'll tell you, it's it's interesting to me. I hope you guys can hear me well. If you can, give a thumbs up. Um, but I feel, this need to share with you about how, people are feeling so separated from God, and it's not the case. You shouldn't feel separated from the one who loves you so much. And and there are some people, even religions. There are religions who, and don't feel separated from God, and don't feel that because you're not this way or that way that you can't love the Lord with all your heart. You know, just start a personal relationship with Him. You don't even have to go to any specific church or be a part of any specific religion. Jesus Christ did not preach religion. You know, and I want you guys to, well, you guys need to understand the love of Christ, and why God brought Him here. You know, see going on, and we need to start making a difference, and how you do it is from within. So if you guys you want to pull out your Bible and make sure you give Jesus that love that He's giving us. Let Him know. Let Him know that you love Him. You know? I'm glad you guys are here, and that you're loving the Lord, because that's what we're supposed to be doing, and not be you know here's the thing. We're we shouldn't be fighting against one another, and God's children shouldn't be competing with one another at all, because that's not what this is about. This isn't a competition. This is about the love of God, and this is about saving souls. That's what He wants us to do. So we need to get over that kind of superiority, and feeling like this one's right and that one's wrong. There's only one right, and that's God, and He's the creator of absolutely everything, and He knows everything from the very beginning to the very end, and that's why we need to put our trust in Him. I mean, take a look around. Can you truly put your trust in man? No. And and it's a shame, but we just have to be strong, and just trust in God, and look, love each other. We don't need to keep perpetuating hate and division within ourselves. And you've got so many people running around claiming to be chosen by God, and yet they're not behaving like it at all. So you can judge them by their fruits, how they treat one another, how they treat you. What are they doing? Think about it. So just because somebody says something doesn't make it so, unless you're talking about the Lord. And you're going to know once you start a personal relationship with Him, you make a good home for Him. You'll watch and see all the changes that He'll make in your life. I promise you. And I couldn't promise you that if I haven't been experiencing it myself. And who's asking me, do I swim? Hey, that's kind of funny. Well, not today, my friend. Not today. Apparently, it's I don't know. There's something going on. They've got signs up everywhere trying to keep people out of the water, which is kind of interesting. But and I have a feeling, I don't know, that surfers usually tend to disagree with that. They're going to go in the water regardless, right? And if we're talking about water, there's that beautiful living water of Jesus Christ, and you shall never thirst as long as you hold true to your faith. Yeah, this has been interesting, and I kind of dig all the people from all over kind of tuning in. I think that's awesome. So what about you guys? Who's asking me if I swim? What's your name? All right, maybe not. That's okay. Share this time with you. Giving up your God, because a lot of people are being misled and being made to feel that that they're free, and they're running around doing all kinds of illicit things, and they're not good for them or anybody else, and they think that that's freedom, and it's not. Harming yourself, taking advantage of what God's given us, this beautiful body that we're here, we're experiencing all this, We should honor that gift, right? And honor God. And believe me, He's so cool and so funny, and if you really love Him, you can make Him your very best friend, and it's so easy because he never leaves, and we're the ones who keep straying. You gotta just hold tight and keep your faith and love the Lord with all your heart, and love one another. We've got to be able to give of ourselves like Christ did. That's what that means. So give of yourselves and see what happens. Spread His love and joy. That's the Holy Spirit gives that beautiful gift. Oh man, and you can see it, you can feel it. It's a beautiful presence. That energy is so strong and powerful, and it's worth it. A lot of people don't want to go through the time and heartache of having to go through and reevaluate their lives and kind of dredge up all the ugly things that have been done to them. Well, look, that's what part of this is. Because the Lord, once you hand Him the keys to your car, let Him drive, He's going to show you all kinds of beautiful things, and He'll make these beautiful changes in your life. Just be willing and obedient, and trust in Him, the one who laid His life down. Seriously, and we were sinning. He did it for those who didn't love him, didn't want him. Can you imagine having that kind of beautiful love in you? That's how beautiful it is. To love those who don't love you and to want to save them. You can't deny that kind of love. It's so strong and powerful. It is the most powerful thing there is. Love beats anything. So remember that. You got any new people in? Anybody want to let me know where you're watching from? It's a gorgeous day here. Where are you at? But yeah, I was led to do a little live here and see who wanted to check in and share in that peace and joy from the Holy Spirit. And it's strong and it's powerful and it's beautiful. And I want you guys to know what that's like. But just remember, we're not preaching division. We're not preaching hate towards one another. If you don't understand the way somebody's living, the Lord will show you things and show you the Lord will gently direct you, and it's beautiful. If you go the wrong direction. So I don't know. Is anybody still here? Let me know. Hey, where are you watching from? Are you new or are you just kind of coming back here? Let me know. Trying to see we can have a little conversation. How about that, right? Since we're doing a live, why not? We should be talking to each other. Let me know where you're watching from. But isn't it beautiful, right? I mean, it's funny. I was thinking about this the other day about the power of the ocean, and how amazing God is in His creation, It's funny, there's some people who say this is a simulation and it's all, it's all fake and it looks pretty real, doesn't it? But the thing you got to hold on to is that even if it was someone else's recreation, it's still a recreation of what God did, right? Lots of people want to, ooh, it's so pretty, look at that. kind of wild. You're in such an amazing place on the beach with the ocean, and but yet having to deal with the noise from the traffic and everything. It's like that's something else. But see, that's what it's like. You've got all this beauty and and nature, but you still have to contend with with distractions. Like here, it's the cars going down PCH. Anyway, so here we are. It's a pretty beautiful day here, and I'm glad we can share this time. And it's odd. I'm not. Somebody will have to let me know if. Oh wow. Wow. All right. I'm like looking out over here, and I'm seeing this amazing formation of birds. I mean, it's incredible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it on here. I mean, it's there's so many. Wow. I don't know if you can see them. Right over there. Can you see all those birds? Well, I know they're not doing a Hitchcock remake, so this has to be some kind of a sign from God. Wow. Oh man, look at that. All right, let's just stop and take a look. Woo! I don't know if that's coming through, but there are so many. I'm like I can't even count them all. I mean, check that out. Do you see them? Do you see all the birds? There's so many. Watch, check it out. Like, look. Look at that. Wow. Well, if that's not a sign from God, I don't know what is, okay? That's pretty amazing. Wow. Well, oh, there's 7 pelicans. Look at that. Woo-hoo. That's awesome. Not to mention all the others that are just going by. It's amazing. But God gives us all kinds of signs, you know? You just got to be open to it. Trust in Him. get did you get to see all the amazing birds? No? Yes? No? Oh well. You know, it's pretty amazing. I for one am thankful, and it's pretty it's a beautiful day, but it's amazing. When God shows you signs, you pick up on it. I mean, like if you were able to see it, there were so many birds, and they were flying in perfect formation. The creation of God. Okay, so thank the one who created it. Thank the one who created the oceans and told them when to stop. Because this doesn't just happen, you guys. It's pretty powerful, just like the ocean. And love watching you know surfers, and they're so cool the way they're really dedicated, and they're sitting just waiting on the wave. And every now and then you'll see something really cool, like a bunch of birds will start flying up, and they're surfing on the currents of the air, and they're doing that like right above the surfers, and it's like pretty amazing. But you got to be open to seeing all kinds of cool things, and then the Lord will do that for you. So, who's watching right now? Let me know. Where are you watching from? All right. Well, this has been fun, and I've enjoyed this thoroughly. And even if it was sporadic, to be able to have conversations with people all around the world, that's pretty amazing. For all the questionable things about technology, sometimes it's pretty cool. The funny thing is, at some point, we're not even going to need these kind of forms of technology. We'll be able to talk to each other without anything, just right there. You know? Hey, somebody else is in California. What part of California are you in? You in Northern California? You in Southern California? I'm in Southern California. And it's beautiful right now. San Diego, very cool. Yeah, it's really nice there. So how's the Lord treating you in San Diego? You having a good day? You want to talk? Because look, that's what this is about, right? We need to be sharing with each other and really like opening up, because having faith is really important. And hey, bird. There's a really cool seagull. Hey, how you doing? Don't want to get all ADD here. He's making his presence known. God makes his presence known every day. What you got here? All right, San Diego, blessed considering the world we live in. Yeah, no kidding. But that's the deal, right? Is that we've got to be able to make changes, and we start with ourselves, right? I mean, because if you can't get this right, how are you gonna make anything else right? But that's what it's about. The world doesn't want you to make those changes. You know, we're starting to wake up around here, right? I sincerely hope so. I remember, this isn't some kind of competition, that's for sure. This is about loving one another and stopping all the division. You know, you talk about, and I don't want to get into politics at all, but you, people are being, pit against one another, and it's pretty ugly. And we should be lifting each other up and encouraging each other, and realizing that by separating ourselves from one another, I mean, you're not doing yourself or anyone else any good. We need to love each other and be willing and obedient to the Lord, and a lot of people are just having a tough time with that. But yeah, it's true. We do need to help each other. It's important. Love is the most powerful thing there is, And I'll tell you what, when you're coming up against hate, don't meet hate with hate, because that's not going to do you any good. You got to meet it head on with love. And there's so many people who call themselves Christian, but are they really following Christ? Because if you are, then you're not going to separate yourself from anybody. You're going to love them. It doesn't matter. Look, you don't have to like what somebody's doing. Do you think that Christ liked what a lot of these sinners were doing? He laid his life down to save people that hated him. That's love. That's powerful. And that's something that doesn't die. And he lives on in us. And we need to share that love with one another, and separating ourselves and throwing hate. That's not going to do anybody any good, And it won't change anything. We've got to change it with love, and we've got to change ourselves. When he talked about cleaning the inside of the cup, that's what it means. It's you can't make it look all good and pretty on the outside if what's inside it hasn't been worked on, because you can't hide from God. You might, there are people out there who might want to be able to fool one another, and look really good on the outside, but on the inside is what really matters. That's what it's all about. It's not what's out here, it's what's in here. So we gotta stay strong, and we've gotta make those changes in ourselves. And look, before you go trusting in others, just judge them by their fruits. Jesus made everything really, really simple for us. He simplified everything, and there isn't a lot that is required of a human being besides loving God, loving each other, and loving each other the way Christ did. That's it. You just have to get over the trappings of the world. That's all. And I know it's like, that's all. It takes a while, and it takes some commitment, but I know y'all can do it. You can. It's, and the Lord knows your heart. He knows your heart and your soul. And he's not gonna, so many people wanna, feel like they're not perfect. But man, the Lord doesn't call The perfect. Nobody what human being is perfect? Tell me. I'm getting an amazing tan on the back of my legs right now. Oh my gosh, I gotta move a little bit. But yeah. Look, it's okay. We're humans, right? We make mistakes, and that's okay. Like him, and you're gonna start towards others the way that he. That's important. That's how we be that he. That's important. That's how we need to be doing. Yeah, he is. Yes, he is a forgiving God. I'm very thankful for that because we're not perfect. But isn't it nice to know how loved you are? I mean, like to be loved beyond any kind of measure that you could possibly imagine. That's that powerful love. It's amazing. But you gotta trust in it and change and make those changes, and he'll help you. He'll hold your hand and get you through anything. I promise you. A lot of people are they're relying on drugs and alcohol. They're numbing themselves, and when you numb yourself to the evil and the sadness, you're also numbing yourself to the most powerful love that you could possibly be feeling. A lot of times we have to go through these things, and we have to feel these negative things, and we have to overcome them. And that's what this is about, We're not plopped here to just kind of be hedonistic. We've got some work to do. There you go. Loss. What's your name? So I can call you. But I mean, sure. Haven't we all? Haven't we all sinned? I mean, Carlos. Hey. So yeah, I mean, haven't we all sinned? And man, some people are really good at it. But you know what? Look, we all have things that we need to learn and go through, but we're loved, and it's look, it's sad, that a lot of times before coming to the Lord and realizing that He is so powerful and His love is so powerful and can sustain you and get you through anything. Before doing that, a lot of us will look for love in all the wrong places, or numb ourselves because we're not getting it right. I mean, and there's so many ways to numb yourself. It's not even funny. It's a huge list, and people think they're kind of fooled into believing that is some sort of freedom. And in fact, that's an absolute prison, and people can be imprisoned in their own minds. And we need to break free. And when people start waking up, you need to just come to the one who loves you and will help you through it all. I promise you that. And it's not always going to be easy, but He is forgiving and He loves us so much. And He's the one you can put your faith and trust in. I promise you that. And He'll get you through anything. He will. So Carlos, how are things in San Diego right now for you? Are you working? What do you got going on? Oh, you overdosed and you realized you were tired and you gave it to God. There, very good. Isn't that interesting that sometimes it takes something like that, and look at how lucky you were that you got pulled out of it. A lot of people aren't so lucky, and then they've got to start all over again, right? And that's a huge blessing, and I sincerely hope that you're sharing that with other people and you're helping them out. Even I'll tell you, just the beautiful peace and joy that that the Holy Spirit can give you, because that's better than any drug or alcohol that you could possibly get, and it just keeps you going. It's beautiful. So let's see, Carlos, you're living with your parents, health issues, you haven't worked since at different times of these interesting times, the years. But that was one, wasn't it? Another way to separate people from one another, and what we need to be doing is coming together. And look, we've got this internet, we've got our phones, we can talk to each other, but I'll tell you what, anything can happen, and if you don't have that, who are you going to talk to? Well, there's one that you can talk to. You're never alone. You've always got the Lord with you. Remember that, okay? Because we don't know what's going to happen from day to day. We have no idea. And you got to just trust in Him, and He'll get you through it, So if you're stuck in a situation where you feel like you don't have anybody or whatever, remember you've got Him, and He will hold your hand. What are you saying, Carlos? You're 38, and next year, yeah. Well, yeah, it's all God's will, isn't it? And it's definitely not ours. There are a lot of people who think that they're in control. It's not the case. Believe me. Didn't Paul put it really well when he said you're either a slave to sin or righteousness? I mean, that's pretty much it. So be on the right side, guys. We don't know the day and time, right? We don't know. So we've got to get our act together and love each other. But start inside. Start in here. Do that work. It's not always easy, Like I'm talking to Carlos here. Oh wait, are you gonna? I am having a good day. It's nice to be able to talk to you guys, But it's important that we're able to take the time to really look at what we've got going on inside of us. What made you want to turn to drugs and alcohol, because it usually stems from something from when we're young, something happens, or who knows. This is an interesting place, but turning to the Lord, He'll actually help you just start breaking all of that ugliness that was done to you, because that's not who you are, You gotta trust in the power of God. Believe me, it is super powerful. Like the powerful ocean, even more powerful than that. He created that pretty easily. Think about what He can do in your life. Seriously. Oh, what you got? Okay, here we go. All right, Carlos. You were supposed to be married in 2018, and your ex-fiance left you a month before the wedding. And there was a lawsuit too? Wow. Well, aren't you happy that you didn't marry her? Think about that for a second. Instead of focusing on the negative, focus on the positive. Think about it for a second, okay? You were actually spared, and maybe you had to go through some pain, but boy, doesn't sound like somebody you want to be with, right? Sometimes you learn a lot from breakups and things like that, You learn who that person really is, But yeah, see? So that's part of it, is being able to turn it around and focus on the positive, and don't get stuck in the past. Because if you want to know, look, let's be real. What time is it? It sounds like you're. Remember, it's like you can identify it and give it to the Lord and move on, right? 'Cause that's what we do. You got to be strong, and believe me, the Lord can strengthen you like nobody's business. So, but I'm so glad that I was able to have this conversation with you for sure. You know, and it's nice. So, who else is tuning in? Anybody? You want to let me know where you're watching from? We've got Carlos in San Diego, and I'm here, also in California, by the beautiful ocean. Oh man, are you kidding? Anytime, Carlos. We're supposed to be here for each other and love each other, right? And yeah, I'm glad we could share this time. I really am. It's important. Uh, yeah. There's a lot of nonsense out there. People do lives and people are so bored they'll watch somebody, you know, cleaning out their closet or something. I don't know. I mean, just like it's weird some of this stuff that's out there. But no, you just got to trust in the Lord. And then when you've got that love, you can just start loving each other with that same love He shows you, because that's what it's all about. You know. It's true. I don't know. I mean, the Lord will show us all kinds of interesting things. But I'm amazed at some of the stuff that's out there. A lot of times people just want to, I don't know, they want a presence, but they don't have any substance. I mean, gosh, the Lord will give you a lot of substance. He's going to show you. He's going to show you things about yourself that you probably never even knew before. And just put your faith and trust in Him, and He'll let you know. Like, you might be really good at something you never even attempted. You never even thought of. But He'll let you know. You just have to put your faith and trust in Him. Because look, I mean, who knows, Carlos? What do you love to do? Patience. Wow. Yeah, that's something really important. The Lord teaches us patience. Believe me. Because in this world, you're led to believe that you could have everything in a second, and that's not the case. Not when you're dealing with the Lord, because we're on His time. We're on His time. And that's the whole deal, is that, even Satan is on God's time. He just doesn't want to let anybody know it. He can't control time. Only God can. It's a weird concept, time, but even though it's always right now, and it is, but yeah, you gotta just realize that. Yeah, nobody teaches you patience like the Lord. That is for sure. It's amazing. And it's not always comfortable, is it? It's like sometimes you could be like chomping at the bit going, Lord, what's going on? Come on, I'm ready. And He's like, you're actually not. You might feel ready. Just wait. So Carlos, just hold on, okay? Don't give up. He's loving and He's merciful and He's all knowing. Believe me. So just keep your faith. It's okay. I want to pray for your the tremor in your foot and the pain that you've been feeling. through the power of the Holy Spirit. I pray that you find relief. And if you truly have faith, because that faith is going to save you, that faith is what's going to work. Have faith in the Lord and believe and know that He is healing you. You're turning your life around and you love Him, He knows it. You know, sometimes we have to experience certain things for certain reasons we might not understand, you know. And sometimes it's to go through something just so that He can show you that He's the one who saved you, you know. He's the one that healed you. So once you start feeling a healing in your life, remember who to thank, okay? Because it's the Lord. It really is. He's beautiful. You gotta put your everything in Him, because He is everything. There's not one thing He can't do. Yeah, in Jesus' mighty name, I sincerely hope you're going to be feeling better very soon. But just keep that faith in Him, okay? And try not to focus on the negative. Just give it to Him, you know, when you're experiencing pains. Yeah. Talk to the Lord. You know, He's your best friend. He's the one that you should be conversing with all the time, you know. He never leaves us. We are loved beyond measure. He's beautiful. So, yeah, keep your faith, okay? And I'm glad that you were able to come here and share your story. And we need to share our love for the Lord, you know, with each other and help each other out, because it's not always easy, is it? There are ups and downs for everybody. So just have faith and just know that He's here and He loves us, you know. So, but look, there's lots that you can do. You just have to go to Him and talk to Him, you know, pray really seriously. And not just talk to Him, but listen to Him. No kidding, our minds are a battlefield. Yeah, it's hard. And people are being given labels left and right. There's labels for everything. And if you watch YouTube, I mean, there are people who have channels. They're gonna like let you know. Guess what? If you do this, and this, we've got a name for that. And you don't even realize you've got labels being placed on you, and you're like, what is that? I never even knew. I thought I just behaved in a certain manner. I didn't realize that it had a weird name, you know. But you know, put your faith and trust in the Lord, and you know, and He makes us all different for reasons, you know. And isn't that nice? Oh man, what if we were all the same? I mean, that's kind of like what the world is trying to do, right? People are just copying one another instead of being authentically themselves. The Lord did not make us all to be the same. We're all different, just like we've all got, like, you know, different fingerprints. We're different. You don't need to feel the need to fit in with what? You want to fit in with somebody else who's not comfortable in who they are, and they want to put on a false persona? You want to fit in with that? It's false. There's nothing real about it. Why don't you and it's beautiful. It's to and you've always got the Lord. And you've always got the Lord. Ah, okay. The spot in the name of Jesus Christ. How about that? Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? These connections is kind of interesting, you know. But it's really special that we can at least reach out and talk to each other and encourage each other on this walk with the Lord, you know, because following Christ is it's the most beautiful transformative thing you could possibly do, and it's worth your time and effort, and it's worth, you know, the ups and downs, and he'll be there for everything. He doesn't leave us, you know, and you can count on him. He's so strong and beautiful and loving. And I've had people typing in from Iran and, you know, all over the world. It's pretty amazing, you know. And some people, you know, feel like that they might not be worthy to love the Lord or be loved by Him. I want you to trust in Him, guys. Nobody loves you like Jesus. I promise you. And, you know, look, we're not perfect. And if we mess up, He's going to let us know. But, I mean, God's love is beautiful, and His corrections are gentle, and they're loving, and you're gonna know it if if you've got a relationship with them and things feel funny. You need to check in big time with them, you know. But yeah, just trust Him, but know that you're loved. Know that you're loved, okay? Because there are too many people out there who don't realize just how loved they are. Trust Him. No, He wants us to come to Him. He really does. And He's holding our hands through it all, because it's not easy. This, I'm reminded of, I don't know, there was this old cartoon, it was called Super Chicken. I don't know if you remember it or not, but if you've seen any reruns, but there was this line that one of the characters would say, it's like, you knew this job, you know, you something to the effect of, you knew it wasn't easy when you took it, you know what I mean? Like, and it's true. But you know what? Look, what's really great that's super easy. You know, think about it for a second. I mean, cheap thrills, they're actually going to harm you in the end, so that's not good, is it? No. And the, you know, the changes that you're going to make in your life with God are just outweigh anything else, you know, truly. But yeah, just appreciate that, and know that you don't have to feel the need to fit in with with the world, especially since the world is like, it's something chasing its own tail. It's like nobody knows what they want to do or be, so they're going to keep copying each other. You know, emulate the one. Just emulate Jesus and love each other, and let that love shine through you. You're going to find out who you really are, you know. It's powerful and beautiful. But oh, I'm glad that we had this time to talk. And just take that with you, Carlos, okay? And that's the whole deal. To be you're supposed to be, you've gotta find out who it is. You know, once you start cleaning the inside of that cup, you're gonna go, hey, oh, there's something in here that you know, I didn't even realize. You know, what's that? You know, who knows? There might be a painting on the bottom of the cup that you didn't even realize. Something about yourself that you didn't even know. God will show you. So just put your trust and faith in Him, okay? And and let Him do His work. And just know that you don't have to fit in, and don't make yourself feel bad if you're not, you know, living in the manner that the world thinks that you should be. You know, because we're all different, and we all have a relationship that we should be having with the Lord. He's going to let you know what He wants you to do, and you know you may need to take time to work on things. I mean, that's the best. If you're going to take time out to work on things, do it with God. Do it with the most beautiful love that you'll ever know. And it's truly, I mean, there is no greater love. I promise you that. Oh, I'm glad you subscribed. Very cool. Thank you very much. And we'll be able to catch up and talk later. You know, so good. I'm glad. But yeah. So look, I mean, that's how the Lord works. He you know, He wants us to talk to each other, and that's what happens. It's beautiful. You know, it's absolutely beautiful how He works. So yeah, just keep your faith, okay, and trust in Him, and we will talk soon, okay? I put out videos fairly regularly, and then you can check out the ones that I've already got in, and you know, I'm led by the Spirit. I don't put them out like 3 times a day, like some people just like put things out. When I'm led, when I'm, you know, that's when I'll do it. But yeah, so just yeah, I'm glad that you're part of the community here. You know, it's important. We need to feel like you know, we belong, don't we? And the world doesn't maybe necessarily make us feel that welcome sometimes when you're following the Lord and you're doing things in a very different manner than the world. But just remember that you've got a friend here, and you definitely have a friend in Jesus Christ, okay? So hold that dear, and keep the faith, and we will talk to you soon, okay? Have a good one.